Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my Week 2 previews and analysis. This video is for the game between the Washington Redskins and the Green Bay Packers. Both of these teams, playoff teams from last year, starting off the season with a loss. The Redskins to the division rival Eagles, and of course the Packers in that thrilling game on the road against the 49ers. First with the Redskins, I think you saw from RG3 last week in his much publicized return to the field after tearing his ACL last year in the playoffs against Seattle. Remember, this is a second-year quarterback still who didn't have a preseason, so I think it was understandable. He started the game off with a little bit of rust. I think they were down before they knew what was really going on. They were down by a lot. Were really trying to dig themselves out of that hole the rest of the game. But I like what I saw from Griffin in the second half. He did complete 30 passes. He did throw for over 300 yards against an Eagles secondary that I don't think is that great. But on the other hand, I don't think the Green Bay secondary is that great. So look for Griffin to have some success passing the ball. One thing the Redskins have to do on offense this week, which they didn't do last week, is get Alfred Morris going. And I think what will help that is if they can keep the game close early and really let Morris get established. When you get down early like they did last week, sometimes that's tough. The Redskins on the defensive side of the ball, look, they're really susceptible to the pass. And this is, quite frankly, a very bad matchup for them going into Lambeau, playing against a team in the Packers that was able to move the ball on what I think is the best defense in the league in the 49ers, and were able to move the ball pretty well against them consistently last week. So, I don't think it's even, I think the Redskins defense will stop the Packers running game, but look, the 49ers did that last week too, and the Packers still were able to move the ball on them via the pass. So if the Redskins are going to have a legitimate shot in this game to hold down that Packers offense, they need to get a lot of pressure on Aaron Rodgers, just like is the game plan every week when you play the Packers. But certainly that Redskins defense needs to be better in the back end, and if not, they need to rush the passer and look for them to get Alfred Morris involved early and often to sort of set the tempo. On the Green Bay side, look, Green Bay, I thought played pretty well last week. Look, they just don't have an answer for Colin Kaepernick in that offense. I mean, it's just pretty clear that they were very disappointing last year in a playoff game. They had all offseason to prepare or get ready for this Colin Kaepernick and the 49ers offense. And, Kaepernick beat them now this time through the air. Last year was 180 yards on the ground in the playoff game. This year was over 400 yards passing. I don't think Griffin is as good as a pocket passer as Kaepernick, but I think it's still cause for concern because I still think Griffin is really good. I think Kaepernick's playing at a ridiculous level right now. But look for them to try to really keep RG3 in the pocket, get after him with some of those exotic blitzes that Dom Capers is known to dial up and put some pressure on him from an offensive standpoint. Again, I think they can really just air the ball out against the Redskins. I don't think they have to worry much. They'll try to establish Eddie Lacy in the running game, but if they aren't able to do that, I still think they'll be able to air the ball out to the likes of Jermichael Finley, Randall Cobb, Jordy Nelson, and the whole gang there in Green Bay. I think what's going to end up materializing in this game is I think the game is going to be a lot closer than people think. I know the spread is 9.5. I think this game will be a little bit higher scoring than people think because I like both of these quarterbacks and their ability to throw the ball, and I don't like either secondary. And I don't think the pressure that's going to be put on these quarterbacks is going to be overwhelming to really be a determining factor in the game. So I like the Packers to win the game, but I like the Redskins plus 9.5 on the road in Green Bay. So again, the Packers to win, but the Redskins Redskins plus 9.5. And I like the Packers to draw even and the Redskins to fall to 0-2. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. Guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm previewing every game every week here and also doing videos on the NFL otherwise as well. So be sure to subscribe. Thanks again for listening and have a great day.